Did you know that if the UK economy crashes, entire countries could tumble with it? London might just be one city, but it's the fifth largest economy on Earth, and its financial heartbeat pumps billions into global markets every single day. If that pulse stops, the shockwaves won't just stay in Britain. They'll ripple across oceans, shaking economies from Europe to Africa to Asia. Here's the chilling truth. Over 70 countries depend heavily on UK trade, banking, or tourism. For some, London is more than a partner. It's their lifeline. Imagine cities like Dublin, Lagos, or Dhaka suddenly cut off from investment, tourists, or remittances. Streets could empty, jobs could vanish, and entire industries could grind to a halt. But which nations are standing on this dangerous edge right now? Which countries would collapse first if the UK entered a deep recession? And most importantly, is your country on the list? Stay tuned, because today we're uncovering the 10 countries most at risk of falling if Britain's economy crashes, and the number one country will absolutely shock you. Number 10, Malta. Coming in at number 10, we have Malta, a small island nation in the Mediterranean, but one that could face huge consequences if the UK economy collapses. At first glance, Malta might look safe. Its capital, Valletta, is thriving with tourists, bustling cafes, and growing financial services. But dig a little deeper, and you'll see that Malta's stability is tied like a chain to London. In fact, the UK remains one of Malta's largest trading partners, with British imports and exports fueling everything from construction materials to consumer goods. And then comes tourism, Malta's golden industry. Every year, hundreds of thousands of British travellers flock to Valletta, St. Julian's, and Sliema, spending millions on hotels, restaurants, and entertainment. If British families tighten their wallets during a recession, this tourist stream could dry up almost overnight, leaving local businesses gasping for survival. But it doesn't stop there. Malta's property market has also become heavily dependent on UK buyers looking for holiday homes or investments. A UK crash could trigger a chain reaction. Fewer buyers, falling property values, and an economy struggling to stay afloat. So while Malta may be small, its risks are very real. A downturn in Britain wouldn't just slow Malta's growth, it could destabilize entire sectors of its economy. And if things get bad enough in London, the ripple effect could make Valletta one of the first dominoes to wobble. Number 9, Jamaica. At number 9, we have Jamaica, a Caribbean nation where the UK's economic pulse is felt in every corner of life. From the bustling streets of Kingston to the tourist paradise of Montego Bay, Jamaica's lifeline to the UK is remittances. Thousands of Jamaican families rely on money sent back from relatives living and working in Britain. In fact, remittances account for nearly 20% of Jamaica's GDP, and the UK is a major contributor. Now imagine what happens if British jobs vanish during a recession. Those crucial lifelines shrink, and families in Jamaica are left struggling overnight. Tourism is another pillar under threat. British travellers make up a massive share of Jamaica's visitors, pouring millions into hotels, beaches, and local businesses. If a UK crash forces households to cancel holidays, resorts in Montego Bay and Ocho Rios could see bookings plummet, leaving workers jobless and communities vulnerable. And let's not forget trade. From Jamaican rum and coffee heading to British supermarkets, to imported goods keeping Kingston's markets alive, the flow is constant. A severe slowdown in UK demand would hit both sides of the equation. Fewer exports, higher costs for imports, and pressure on the Jamaican dollar. Jamaica may seem far from London, but the connection is unbreakable. If the UK economy stumbles, Jamaica will feel the quake almost instantly. What do you think? Would Jamaica be able to withstand such a shock, or would it spiral into crisis? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this countdown. Number 8, Bangladesh. Picture the crowded streets of Dhaka, where thousands of workers pour into factories at dawn. Their hands stitch the very clothes sold in London's high streets, from budget retailers to luxury brands. For Bangladesh, the garment industry isn't just important, it's survival. It makes up over 80% of the country's exports. And the UK? It's one of the biggest buyers. Now imagine Britain slipping into recession. Shoppers in Manchester or Birmingham cut back on spending. Orders from UK retailers shrink. Suddenly, the steady hum of Dhaka's textile machines begins to quiet. Factories close their doors. Workers who depend on daily wages are left with nothing, while entire neighborhoods lose their only source of income. But the risks don't end with exports. Britain is also home to a large Bangladeshi community, especially in London's East End. Their remittances, money sent back to families in Dhaka, Sylhet and Chittagong, pay for food, housing and education. In a UK downturn, those remittances could dry up, putting millions of households in Bangladesh under pressure. Even the shipping lanes that connect Bangladesh to Europe could feel the ripple effects as trade routes slow and demand shrinks. For a nation already vulnerable to climate and political risks, the shock of a UK collapse would strike at its most fragile points. Bangladesh may be thousands of miles away, but in Dhaka's factories and families, Britain's fortunes are felt every single day. A deep UK recession could leave this nation's backbone, its textile industry, dangerously close to breaking. Number 7. India. At number 7, we arrive in India, where the city of Mumbai stands as the beating heart of South Asia's finance. But behind the skyscrapers and bustling stock exchanges lies a deep connection to Britain, a connection that could turn into a major vulnerability. The UK is one of India's largest trading partners in Europe. From pharmaceuticals to technology services, the exchange runs both ways. Mumbai-based companies rely on investments and contracts with firms in London. If a UK recession slashes demand, Indian exporters would face cancelled orders and falling profits almost overnight. Then there's the service sector. Outsourcing hubs in cities like Mumbai and Bengaluru handle everything from IT support to financial services for UK clients. A slowdown in Britain's economy would mean less outsourcing, fewer contracts, and thousands of skilled workers suddenly facing job insecurity. But perhaps the most overlooked factor is remittances. Millions of Indians live and work in Britain, sending money back to families in Gujarat, Punjab, and Kerala. In fact, the UK consistently ranks among the top sources of remittances to India. A British downturn could shrink that flow, squeezing household budgets across the subcontinent. Add to this the volatility of global markets. Mumbai's Sensex stock index often reacts instantly to shocks in London's financial district. If London falters, panic could spread to Dalal Street, shaking investor confidence across India. India may be a rising power with a diverse economy, but its financial ties to Britain run deep. And if the UK stumbles, even a giant like Mumbai won't escape the tremors. Number 6. Nigeria. Number 6 takes us to Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, and a country where Britain's shadow looms larger than most realize. At the center of it all is Lagos, a megacity of over 20 million people and the commercial gateway to West Africa. The UK has been one of Nigeria's biggest investors for decades. Banks, oil companies, and tech firms in Lagos all have strong ties to London. If Britain sinks into recession, that stream of investment could dry up, leaving Lagos scrambling to fill the gap. Trade is another critical link. The UK imports Nigerian oil, gas, and agricultural products, while exporting machinery, cars, and pharmaceuticals in return. A severe downturn in Britain would cut demand for Nigeria's exports, while also making imported goods more expensive. A dangerous double blow for an economy already struggling with inflation. And then there are remittances. Nigerians living in London, Manchester, and Birmingham send billions home each year, fueling family budgets and local businesses. If jobs in Britain vanish, that safety net disappears, leaving households in cities like Lagos and Abuja exposed. Tourism may not be Nigeria's strongest sector, but British travellers are still a big part of its international market. A sudden drop in visitors would add to the squeeze. The real danger? Nigeria's dependence is layered, trade, investment, and remittances all tied to the UK. If one domino falls, the others follow quickly. And in a place as densely populated and economically fragile as Lagos, the shock of a UK recession wouldn't just be financial. It could spark real social unrest. Number 5. South Africa. Halfway through our list, at number 5, we find South Africa, a nation with strong historic and economic ties to Britain. On paper, South Africa is diverse. Mining, agriculture, tourism, and finance all play their part. But when Britain sneezes, South Africa often catches a cold. Start in Johannesburg, the country's financial hub. Many of the banks and corporations here are linked directly to London, either through partnerships or investment flows. A UK recession would mean less capital pouring into South African markets, fewer contracts, and an investment freeze that could stall growth. Move south to Cape Town, where the vineyards roll out into the horizon. South African wine, fruit, and agricultural goods find a huge market in the UK. If British households tighten their belts, demand for these exports could collapse. Farmers, exporters, and small businesses would be hit almost instantly. Tourism is another fragile pillar. Cape Town's breathtaking Table Mountain and scenic coastline attract hundreds of thousands of British visitors each year. Without those tourists, hotels, restaurants, and tour operators would struggle, and thousands of jobs could vanish in a matter of months. And then there's the currency. The South African rand is highly sensitive to global shocks. If Britain falters, London's financial turmoil could send the rand tumbling, making imports more expensive and daily life harder for ordinary South Africans. South Africa may feel far away from London's troubles, but history shows the link is unbreakable. When the UK economy shakes, South Africa doesn't just feel the tremor, it lives it. Number 4. Cyprus. At number 4 is Cyprus, one of Europe's smallest nations, but one with an economy that could be shaken to its core if the UK falls into recession. Here are the facts. The UK is Cyprus's single largest source of tourists. Every year, more than 1 million British travellers land in Larnaca and Paphos, spending billions in hotels, bars, and beaches across the island. If the UK enters a downturn, those numbers could collapse. The result? Empty resorts, failing restaurants, and thousands of jobs wiped out in the space of a single summer season. Now shift to banking. Cyprus's financial sector has long been connected to London. British firms operate in Nicosia, while Cyprus itself has positioned Limassol as a hub for offshore banking and investment. But when London's financial district sneezes, offshore centres like Cyprus take the hit first. A credit crunch in the UK could starve Cypriot banks of liquidity, forcing a painful contraction. Military and political ties also play a part. Britain maintains sovereign bases in Cyprus, creating a constant flow of workers, trade, and contracts between the two. A recession in the UK would likely lead to budget cuts, trimming spending on the island and squeezing the local economy even further. Add it all together, and the picture is clear. For Cyprus, the UK isn't just another partner, it's the backbone of both tourism and finance. If Britain stumbles, Cyprus won't just wobble, it risks tumbling into a full-blown crisis. Number 3. Portugal. Imagine walking through the cobbled streets of Lisbon on a summer evening. Cafes are buzzing, restaurants are packed, and the air is filled with music. Now picture that same scene after a UK recession, chairs stacked on sidewalks, lights switched off, and waiters waiting for customers who never come. That's the reality Portugal could face if Britain's economy collapses. For decades, the UK has been one of Portugal's most important partners. In the Algarve, nearly half of all tourists come from Britain. They fill the beaches of Albufeira, crowd the golf courses, and book luxury villas year after year. If UK families cancel their holidays, this stream dries up instantly. Hotels would empty, restaurants would close, and thousands of seasonal workers could be left without jobs. It doesn't end there. Property investment is another lifeline. British buyers have been among the biggest investors in Algarve real estate, fueling construction and local development. A recession in London would cut that flow, leaving unfinished projects and a housing market under stress. And in Lisbon's financial sector, UK capital plays a quiet but crucial role. When British investors pull back, startups, banks, and local businesses all feel the squeeze. Portugal has diversified its economy in recent years, but its deep ties to Britain remain undeniable. If the UK stumbles, Lisbon and the Algarve will be among the first to feel the shock, not just in statistics, but in the silence of empty streets where tourists once laughed and locals once thrived. Number 2. Spain. Now let's talk about Spain, and here's where things get really personal. If you've ever visited the sunny coastlines of Malaga or Alicante, you'll know that British influence is everywhere. From the pubs serving fish and chips to the local shops that stock UK products, it almost feels like a second home for Britain. But here's the problem. Spain's economy in these regions is fueled by two powerful engines: British tourists and British expats. Millions of UK travellers pour into Spain every year, filling hotels, restaurants and beach resorts. And thousands of retirees from Britain settle down in Spanish coastal cities, spending their pensions locally. Now imagine a deep UK recession. That flow of money could vanish almost overnight. Fewer tourists mean empty beaches and struggling hotels. Retirees, faced with shrinking pensions, might cut back spending or even leave Spain entirely. Local businesses, from small cafes to medical clinics catering to British residents, would feel the hit immediately. Even real estate markets would wobble. British buyers have long been a cornerstone of Spain's property boom. Without them, prices in cities like Alicante could fall, hurting not just developers, but ordinary families who depend on rental income. Spain may be a global tourist powerhouse, but its close connection with Britain makes it uniquely exposed. If the UK economy tumbles, the ripple effect could turn Spain's vibrant coastlines into quiet, struggling communities, and the scars wouldn't heal quickly. Number 1. Ireland. And finally, at number 1, we arrive at Ireland, the country most at risk if the UK plunges into recession. Few nations are as closely tied to Britain as Ireland. The two economies are like twin engines, spinning together. If one fails, the other begins to sputter. In Dublin, the financial district is directly connected to London's. Banks, investment firms, and multinational companies often treat the two cities as a single market. If London's financial heartbeat slows, Dublin's will skip a beat too. Credit would tighten, investments could stall, and thousands of high-paying jobs would suddenly be on the line. But the risks run far beyond finance. Everyday life in Ireland is deeply tied to Britain through trade. Food exports, energy supplies, and raw materials flow constantly across the Irish Sea. If the UK recession deepens, those supply chains will be disrupted. Farmers in Cork, businesses in Limerick, and shops in Galway would all feel the strain. Then there's the human connection. Hundreds of thousands of Irish citizens live and work in Britain, sending money home and keeping family ties strong. A downturn in the UK means fewer opportunities, fewer remittances, and more strain on Irish households. Tourism adds another fragile layer. British visitors are Ireland's largest market. Without them, hotels and attractions in Dublin, Galway, and along the wild Atlantic Way could face painful losses. For Ireland, the UK isn't just a neighbour, it's a lifeline. And if Britain falls, Ireland won't just feel the ripple, it could be dragged under with it. And now it's your turn. Which country on this list do you think would struggle the most if Britain falls into recession? Drop your thoughts below, I'd love to read them. If you haven't already, check out our previous video for more eye-opening insights. We put a lot of work into bringing you content like this, so if you found value here, please support us by subscribing. It's just one click, but it means the world to us.